The Shark Deck.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. According to OK, Meghan is being advised that there is no future professionally with Harry, that, according to an advisor, she needs to break away from the colloquial brand Sussex. A source said they feel that if Meghan does more on her own, she'll have more opportunities to save her career. Meghan is distraught over this Spotify snub and the fallout that has followed. It's totally knocked her sideways. She can't believe she's been attacked so viciously and so publicly by one of their execs, and to be labelled grifters is an utterly humiliating and gut-wrenching all-time low. It's served as a brutal reality check that things really do need to change to save their popularity. OK reports offers for Meghan sans Harry have been allegedly pouring in, and Meghan is meticulously looking them over. On a very similar note, an insider told Closer Meghan's team have warned her that there's no future with Harry and that she needs to start working on her individual projects rather than being seen as one half of brand Sussex. And yet another source tells Bella magazine Meghan feels she'll have better success if she takes the time to work on projects alone without Harry, even though he always gives her his full support. Conversely, we're seeing stories about Harry turning his back on Meghan's celebrity lifestyle. Angela Levin, writing for Sky News Australia, believes the Sussex's deal with Netflix is now said to be in a precarious position, with Meghan reportedly holed away at home working on a feminist prequel of Dickens' Great Expectations called Bad Manners. Harry, however, will be far away, hoping to make a solo documentary for Netflix about the people and wildlife in Africa. Screenwriter Judita De Silva believes the couple are not cut out for the brutal world of Hollywood, where officials are interested in people's beliefs, but rather how much money it will make them, per the Daily Record. De Silva told GB News they've never been the level of fame they were thrust into, and they were ill-equipped to deal with it and make the right decisions to propel it in a positive direction. When it came to the business of what they did when people were throwing millions at him, his response was yes, yes, yes. He had to make a lot of money quickly to sustain himself and his family. But then once you say yes, people want a return on their investment. You were ill-equipped to deliver in the kind of fields you've said yes to. Spotify didn't sign you because they care about the righteous productions you wanted to make. They signed you because you're an electrifying brand and you are clickbait. In the podcast world, when there is a scandal, what do? You take it to the podcast. You talk about it because there it's you and your listeners. So Spotify is thinking these guys have scandal after scandal. They're salivating that when the next one comes, they'll bring it to a Spotify platform. They never did that. So Spotify's thinking, I'm going to pay you $20 million and I don't get to feed from the trough. All this attention-generating stuff you do when attention is the most valuable collateral in the business today. Harry is going to have conversations where they don't care what you believe in. They care what they can get out of you, what's sexy about what you're offering me, what's going to make people watch it. Harry now has to have conversations where they say, we don't care about Africa and your ambitions. How do you make me money? He's not used to having to answer those questions or being answerable to people in that way, so he's having a baptism of fire. Royal commentator Danielle Elsa doesn't think there's any money to be made on Meghan. She said, polling done in late May by Newsweek found that 39% of Americans had a favourable view of her, with 34% having an unfavourable one. Would those sorts of numbers translate into enough people willing to part with their money for a piece of brand Meghan? Outside of Meghan's zealous squad, will consumers be eager to part ways with vast reams of cash to similarly buy into a lightning rod figure? After all, the choices that she and Harry have made over the last 2 years have meant that they cannot really be any sort of mainstream selling stuff in Target brand. In the eyes of the general public, their names are now associated with anger and family hurts, with toxicity, and also with difficult but at times important questions about race and the media. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Hey, I want to introduce you to a new sponsor, and you know we love our sponsors here at Palace Intrigue. Let me tell you about AG1, a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports your whole body health. And stay with me on how you can get a really sweet deal just for Palace listeners. I gave AG1 a try because it's one easy-to-mix drink I have every morning, and it's packed with 75 vitamins, probiotics, and whole food-sourced nutrients. I was tired of taking all the pills and supplements, and with AG1, it's all there in one easy drink. It makes me feel like I have more energy, better gut health. It's even healthier for skin and hair, and it tastes great. Plus, AG1 is delivered every month, so it's easy to make it a daily habit. With their travel packs, you never miss a day. Just mix it with ice-cold water and you're set. It's that simple. If you want to take ownership of your health, try AG1 and get a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first purchase. It's a pretty sweet deal. Just go to drinkag1.com/palace. That's drinkag1.com/palace. With AG1, taking good care of my health is that simple. Check it out, drinkag1.com/palace. Hey, I'd like to introduce you to a new Palace Intrigue sponsor, Rocket Money. So Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and lowers your bills all in one place. Do you know exactly how much you're paying every month on subscriptions? I had health apps, music apps, TV apps where I paid for one show. Everyone does that, right? All these apps I'd paid to try and forgotten about only to be billed again every month. The average person can save up to $720 a year, and it's easy to use. Just download the app, connect your bank account and cards, and Rocket Money does the rest for you. You can see all your subscriptions and transactions on one screen. Plus, Rocket Money can help you budget and optimize your spending with their smart money tools. So do what I did and say goodbye to unwanted subscriptions and stop throwing your money away by going to rocketmoney.com/palace. That's rocketmoney.com/palace. rocketmoney.com/palace. Maybe someday we'll just look at this time as a quirky period in President Markle's life. Ross King appeared on Loose Women and said, "What about the US? Where do they stand on Harry and Meghan?" Panelist Jane Moore then asked directly, "Do you think she could be president, run for president one day?" As Denise Welch chimed, "She wouldn't want to," but Jane cut across her to say, "She's smart." Royal expert Kinsey Schofield has claimed previously that Meghan is being mentored by political figures in the hopes of making a running one day. When Meghan disagrees with something, she does not sit back and watch. She almost immediately starts to try to implement change, Kinsey told The Express. Is she going to run for president in 2024? Unlikely. However, there is room for her since Biden isn't committing. She is connecting with political figures to ask how she can help them in their efforts, and I think the ultimate goal would be that she could eventually run herself once she has established herself as a familiar political figure. We know that she is being mentored by several political figures higher up. She is friends with Stacey Abrams, Hillary Clinton, Kamala Harris. We here at Palace Intrigue totally encourage Meghan to throw her hat in the ring and look forward to the Markle-Biden debates, and who knows, maybe even Markle versus Trump. Bring it on, Meghan. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, or your app of choice, and you can stay up to date on every breaking royal family story by subscribing. You can also follow the show on YouTube. Just search out Palace Intrigue and then smash that subscribe button. Even if you don't actually listen to the show there, it will help us grow. And if you like a different type of celebrity gossip, please check out The Messi Effect, a new podcast detailing Lionel Messi and the football stars move to America. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times. Hi, I'm Mark Francis and host of a new podcast, The Messi Effect. Join us as we take you into the exciting new world of Argentine soccer phenomenon, Lionel Messi, and his new life at Inter Miami. We'll bring you into the glitz, the glamour, the star-studded events, along with the exciting journey to a new world of U.S. soccer and international football with news and stories 3 times a week. Come along for the ride as Messi, Miami, and Major League Soccer experience the journey of a lifetime. Get The Messi Effect wherever you get your podcasts.